Hello and welcome back to Sailwind. Looks like we got some stormy weather. You can still see Gold Rock back there, can we? Seems like our smoker just needed to turn itself on. That's fine. Yeah, Gold Rock's right there. Haven't gone too far. Does look like we took in on some water though. I'm sure that's great for our cargo. Let's try this out. Does it just pump it out completely? That's easy. Hull looks good, so I think we just took on some rain. Not a big deal. Go ahead and let down our sails. Oh. Should probably be aware of that. We're heading towards a storm. So the rear ones are the squares. I'm just going to watch the storm for now. I mean, it looks like it's heading off in that direction. I can't tell if it's getting closer or further away. But we could definitely chase it. Now, I do like this. How do I get on it? Okay, maybe? Competently. Oh! Help! Alright, here we go. I am still quite tired. We barely slept. So, I'm just gonna drink some coffee though. Alright. Like, where's the front of the ship? Where am I? Yeah, it looks like the storm's heading kind of southeast. Does look like it's getting further away. We have clear skies around us. So I think we're okay. We could try to get a heading, maybe. Check our position, see how far we've gone. But too early to do that. I'd like to go down now. No, stop consuming the same space. That'll do for now. I didn't check the wind when I was up there, but looks like it's about the same. North by northeast. Wouldn't mind for it to shift a little to the east. I was like, what's happening there? Little bobber. Good fish. I don't really feel like fishing right now, though. This says 9. So, I mean, we know we're not anywhere near noon. At most, we'll be 20 minutes off. Assuming we're on the map. Still going around 8. I can lower that one again. Oh, it is lower. Maybe I gotta tighten that down. I guess that is something. It does, like, torque itself. If too loose. So I might need to keep them tight in stormier weather. No. Alright, they're tight. Our heading, I think, is off. Yeah. Storm's gone. I might just correct for a little while, go a little bit south. Not a lot, though. Well, now that I'm awake, I could probably shift these over a little bit. Same with you. Loosen that. One turn. Tighten you one turn. I mean, I don't know. They seem pretty, like, loose still. Compared to that one. Maybe I didn't lower it all the way? Thought I did. No, that's down. Unless these are interfering with it lowering. No. Okay, in relation to the wind, they're not really positioned the best, I don't think. I'll try another turn. Better. And I'm thinking we could let out that guy. Maybe. Totally not intersecting. Okay, maybe we don't. So we could be a little more realistic and say that it's in an invalid position, even though it lets us do it. And we pull that back a bit. Such that it's on, like, this side of the staysail mast. Yeah. I feel like that's fair. You know, and then we could lower it. Again, I don't think it's going to catch a lot of wind. It might catch a little bit of wind. This one should. But again, we're kind of in an invalid position. I feel like we're always in an invalid position with that one. Unless it's like completely under. Well, if I pull it back a bit, same with the other one. There we go. And we can let that go. It be a flappin'. Totally valid. Totally not bisecting. We'd have to let it go. Okay. No. I feel like we use those when we don't have the squares out. Could have looked at the speed to double check, but... This guy does seem a little small now, the square. Probably should have made him bigger. Our heading looks east according to that. But not according to this. Oh yeah, because we want... I think it's still the blue line. So I assume that's my sails doing that. Taking us off course. Although they did good at the nighttime. But I did have them allowed to, like, wiggle, right? So maybe I let them wiggle again. A little bit of slack, and let them turn into invalid positions. I'll let out one turn. Invalid. See if it holds a better course. Kind of feel like I should fish. I feel like that's my responsibility. Maybe get enough for the smoker. What are the chances I catch 6 of the same fish? Oops. Alright, Big Rock is getting smaller, and I totally forgot to check the time. It's probably too late. Too late in the day, yeah. We kind of want to be between, like, 11:30 and 12:30. Or even less. 11:40 and 12:20 is when we could check our longitude. There's probably a way to do it with the stars too. In terms of like which, assuming it's accurate. Although actually, I don't know. Depends if the stars are synced with the sun. Or if they're synced with like our location. Meaning, like, would a star rise later? If we're, depending on our longitude? 2 tuna. Ha ha ha. 3 tuna. Well, I'm considering, should I smoke them or should I just cook them? Because I kind of need to eat now, so I might as well just cook them. And I don't know how much a whole tuna takes yet. So maybe we find out. I know the slices cook pretty quick. We could also just throw them in a pot. I still don't know if it cooks them or not, though. We'll do one log at a time, I guess. Maybe we drink some more coffee. Give us time to cook. And maybe we use the last spot for some more coffee. Or to make more coffee. Alright, our heading is holding better now. Guess we could try to notice, as the sun sets, if we could see a star in the horizon. Maybe it'll tell us if that changes. Have to be something we can remember, though. Like, ideally a bright one. I do like this. I mean, it's that one. It's not like super bright, but... Oh, that little guy rising. Is it rising or setting? Setting. Okay. So where's the North Star? You're there. Can we use that to draw like a line? Kind of. If we look at the North Star through those 2 stars we use, and then another star, keep going, forms like 3 stars there. So it's already set. So it'd be like, yeah, the further east we get, does that set sooner? I don't know if I'll be able to tell. How to get down without dying. Falling into the dark, dark ocean. Uh-oh. Oh! Scared you, didn't I? Well, me, though. Perfectly calm. Now we could still get a heading kind of like from Gold Rock, just to confirm. Yeah, we're pretty much due west of Gold Rock still. So that's good. It means we haven't really veered off. I'll see if I can make use of the fire since we're cooking fish. Brew up another pot. Oops. Oh, that one's probably not going to work. We'll see. So I put the coffee in first. Before it was boiled. Last time I just made water. See if that happens again. Should probably keep track. This is night number 2. Though we set sail kind of at night. So I think we've really only been on the ocean for like a day and a half, maybe. Which means we have no expectation of seeing any land to the east of us anytime soon. Not till like day probably 6 or 7. Maybe, or I mean, assuming, depending if we're going around 8. But I think we're somewhere between. If we're going 8, we should be there in 7-ish. If we're going 6, I think I said 10. So yeah, we're going 6. So our expectation should probably be to get there in about 10 days. So yeah, 7 to 8, depending, I guess. The wind still... Well, it's going quite northern. Well, if it shifts to a westward wind, we'll probably ditch the squares and let out the gaff and the staysails. And I think they have other terminology depending where they're placed. They're in the front or the back. Alright, login number 2. I don't know how long it takes to cook a fish, so I'm going to note that down. I know it's quicker if I cut them up. Well, actually, what we should do is let's take one off. Let's use a pot. Put some water in it. Ooh, that's full. And let's put a tuna in it. This will be our raw comparison. And then we'll have to do another one. Cooked one. And see if it gives the same. Actually, they look like they might be ready soon. They seem to like start to change color towards the end. Okay, so I could pour that in the mug. I don't really want to drink it. Oh, it worked. Okay. Maybe that changed, or I did it wrong. Something else wrong? Okay, cooked. I'd like to use the same pot. We want to wait till that's steaming, I think. Oh, I think that put like all 10 in there. That's why it's full. I don't know how that affects things, so we'll do the same thing. I don't know if it's just like some of it's soup and some of it's water. Okay, it is steaming. So I'll need to take a before and drink. Okay, assume we drank that and didn't just pour it all over ourselves. Oops. Okay, and now we do it again. Did seem to be like water though, right? Like first it was just giving us water. Okay, then we put a cooked fish in there. It's already steaming. I mean, I can drink it. I guess. Oh, no, no. Invalid test if you spill it. I'm just drinking water. Alright. I mean, it feels like it was the same. Alright, to me it looks about the same, if not identical. And I did spill a little bit, so... yeah. It does seem to be a lot quicker to use a pot. And you don't have to cook the stuff first. But compared to this... I mean, I could measure that one too. Yeah, that's the same as well, so... I think that's what it said. It gives you all the nutrition that you would get from the food individually. I think it's just a more convenient way of doing it. But if there's no benefit of cooking the fish, right? Because I was thinking we could slice up the fish, and then as it cooks you throw it in the pot or something, right? We could have one spot for the pot, and then cook 3 pieces of fish, put the fish into the pot, but not necessary. We will have an orange, I think. Okay, that filled us up, so I don't know how much that gave us. It looked like it was slowing down, though. Could probably put you away somewhere. Oh, must have left that one on. Let's try out the candles. 8. No, it says 15. Ah. Mysterious. I don't trust these boxes. And they're overfilled. So I'm going to do that, I guess. I don't know what just happened. We might have lost one. Might have glitched out of existence. Assume we just click. Ooh, nice little whoop. Cargo looks good, except for it being underwater. Well, for funsies, check the North Star. Pretty sure it's you, right? We are on the 31-ish. Yep. Okay, we are veering a little bit off course, looks like. And we are heeling over a little bit more, too. I think I'd like to raise the sails a little bit. And then also go to sleep. Okay, and I don't think we can see Big Rock anymore. Maybe from our crow's nest, but I suspect it's probably gone. Or nearly so. And will be by the morning. Alright, good night. I believe the smoker has consumed some logs again while I was sleeping. The map is haunting me. I'm restless. I awakened with the sun. Still fatigued, but I must get up. Fire this time has awoken itself. Consumed a good portion of our firewood while we were sleeping. I ascend the crow's nest, looking into the wind, the direction of the wind, going northeast. Gold Rock, I can still see it. It's but a small island in the distance now. Soon we won't be able to see it at all. And ahead of us, nothing but ocean. I check on the cargo, make sure it's all here. Nothing lost to the seas. I vow not to forget. See where we are. Make sure we're still on course. My memory is not what it used to be. Time to catch some breakfast. Sounds like we're taking on water. Nope. I'm kind of assuming you could use sails to try to, like... Did you use sails to, like, counter? Like, some to kind of try to push you back up? Well, I guess you can't. Depends which way the wind's blowing, I suppose. You'd have to be facing a little bit upwind, I guess, for that to be possible. Maybe? I haven't really thought about it. Alright, well, we're on our way. Our days will be similar, I guess, just fish. Fish while we can. Keep our stocks up. I don't think I have enough, like, smoked fish to survive off of. So I will have to replenish as we go. But unless I catch enough, Like, I think the first ones I should just cook. Takes 2 logs to cook them. Same nutrition as smoking. Woo, flying fish. Reel it in. Right? And I mean, that guy could be cooking right now. And we could chop you up, cook you faster. Whoops. Oh, need another hook. This is day 3, I believe, if you are including the day we left. I should have like a calendar. Which I guess we kind of do. We know when we left. Our expenses. Left on day 89. Yep. So day 1, 2, 3. 2 nights have been gone by. I guess we do have a calendar. I don't have to remember. I was thinking I could, like, you know, put a log. This is the 3rd day, so we have 3 logs. But again here, like, I'm thinking I probably should just use the pot, right? And maybe a smaller bottle of water, so I'm not filling it up all the way. And then just put the raw fish directly in the pot. So then I could also do this one. Whee! Maybe it'll put itself in the pot. I think it was 7 pieces last time. Yeah. So 14 pieces of fish. We're up to 8. And we're out of water. Well, I'm gonna waste the water. And now I guess if I could catch extra fish, I could smoke it. Ah! Thought I forgot, didn't you? Alright, confirms that we are still on... Let's see. Best way to read this. Yeah, we're still around 31. 31 and a bit. Yeah, but we gotta wait till the sun gets to the center. Right? Wait, it already says 1 o'clock though. Did I miss it? Did I miss it again? I missed it. I did forget. Last! Tomorrow. Tomorrow will be the day. We'll figure out where we are. Well, I accidentally fed another log into the fire. This will keep that off the fire, I guess. Nope. Stay. I think I'm going to go to sleep, actually. I didn't sleep all the way. Seas are nice and calm. You know, our heading looks decent. Though a little bit to the south, so let's correct that. Try to get it right on east as we can. Looks great. Let's take a nap. Seriously, stop it. Stop using all of my wood. I think you used 3. Did you take 3? You would. Okay, I think that's it. Nope. I see you. Man, I can't quite tell. Heading looks good. Back to sleep. Pretty good. Wind looks still the same. There, I can see it. Looks like about pretty northeast to me. Position of our sail looks fine. They are swiveling, so they should kind of auto adjust themselves a bit. If I understand what I'm doing. I can't guarantee that's the case. We have slowed down, though. Could be just the wind's weaker. The sound of skill wielding a knife. Okay, so we know that holds 7. So I'm going to cook up 2 pieces separate. 1, a 2, 3, a 6, and then a little piece of banana. Because who doesn't like banana and fish soup? Yum. I'm gonna come and take a orange. Maybe tomorrow we'll add citrus instead. I just wanted to see what these look like inside. Sounds like something a serial killer would say. Just wanted to see their insides. Models are quite nice. Though, like, the idea of a dried orange, just like a, you know, a whole dried orange, is weird. Slices, sure. But I did this so I wouldn't waste any water. Well, that was the idea. That holds 7 items. Like, we shouldn't be able to put anything else in, I don't think. Oh, I lied. Maybe because these are so small. Still early. Okay, doesn't quite fill us up. So 2 fish per day won't be enough. So maybe I should use the big pot. And maybe the full 10 units of water. Alright, we emptied out a hook container, so I'm gonna put the firewood in there. Darn. In that case, well, I can cook either way. Catch one more fish. Make some more soup. Okay, it's getting close to noon. 11. Yeah. What can we do? You are cooked. Not enough water. Well, I know. Okay. So we should be able to do that, and that, and that, and that. Oh, burnt. Boo. Okay. I hope the other ones weren't burnt. I didn't catch them. Okay, let's get ready. It's a good thing I don't cast a shadow. Is there a way to position ourselves so we can see both? Yes. Kind of. Alright, 12. And now... 1202, 1203, 1204. Okay. So just 4. Which means we're like here, -1. That's pretty good. We're nearly halfway. That's day 4. We've had 3 nights. So by this evening, it'll be 4 days on the sea. And it doesn't seem like soup ever, like, burns. Not that we've seen yet. So we'll leave that for now. So, I do believe, if we draw a line right there, I say we are roughly here. Assuming we haven't deviated too much latitude. Well, we can check that at maybe night before we go to bed. Could have also checked that at noon, but that's a lot to do. Okay, this time, let's not fall in the ocean. Well, ideally I would catch a couple more fish, but we'll stick with 4. I'll do 3 logs now, another log of the morning, should bring our tuna cooked, and then 2 more for the shimmer tails. And he starts to ask himself, did he bring enough water? I think so. We got 3 more barrels, 1 more on the deck, and then 1 open. So we got 4 barrels of water, and then some. 4.5. Plus various containers that are mostly full. Good night. Wind looks the same. Wind is shifting. Check it on the crow's nest in a moment. Our salmon, or tuna I mean, should be done. Two more should cook those up. Yeah, it's starting to go westward. So our options... we could swap out... replace the square sail with the gaff and the stay sails. Which might be the way to go. So let's try that. We'll let these out. Bring these back to center. Good. All those things I did for style. Impeding. Okay. So we have slight upwind now. So we can let that out, I think, to about there. Maybe a bit back. Stay sail. Probably bring that back a bit too. And we do the same. We want to loosen this one. Tighten that one. Some amount. Getting close. Okay. That's kind of center. I don't think they burn if I leave them on. I think the fire goes out first, but... Alright. Pull you up. We'll let you down. Pull you in. Probably good. We'll let you down. No, wait, no, that's left to right. You are letting down. Alright, this one I guess we could tell just by looking at the rope. Okay, I feel like this needs to come in more. Although I don't know. Because we're like nearly parallel, so it should be kind of... close. Not close hauled. Close breach. If we're thinking like that. We'll put that on the floor. We should be able to tell how we did. I mean, that seems pretty good. I mean, I don't know. I have nothing to compare it to, but I mean... I didn't actually see what we were getting with the square sails. Ooh, invalid position. This kind of works. I haven't used this view yet, actually. Probably should. We could kind of test how we're doing. So yeah, there's the wind, kind of like perpendicular to our heading. I think it was going slightly west before, but maybe it's not anymore. So I feel like I could let out the stay sails a little bit more. I could probably let out the rear gaff a little bit more. Again, I'm not quite sure, but I feel like the more you go upwind, the more your angle towards the sail decreases, right? I think. And I think the same is true here. We could just leave that out like a bit slack, I think. I mean, that seems to be the benefit of having 2 inches versus it combined into 1, right? where, you know, this is fixed. Oh no, this one can swing too. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about. No, that one I wanted to leave. This one I wanted to let out. And yeah. This one as well. This one? Yeah. Let's go a full turn. And we'll leave that slack. Who knows? You do, probably. So my intention was these kind of mimic the Latin sails that we used to have, kind of. But I don't think they're anywhere as near efficient as those would be. But the hope was that the square sails would have given us more than the Lantines did. Ooh. Either I did worse, or the wind changed. Wind changed. Back to northeast. Square sails, it is! Darn it! Before I do that, I'd just like to compare. So, because we got a northeast heading, let's let these out. Oh, I think we're at the max angle for that one. Okay. Now we're creeping back up to 8. So now, what if I let down the square sail a little bit? All the way. A little bit all the way. I mean, the Lantine's still getting some wind. The square sail's not positioned greatly. Nothing I do makes a difference. I could position that so it's not clipping. I could pull this one back maybe so it's not clipping. I mean, they're all getting wind by the looks of it. I mean, some wind should just deflect off the gaff and go into the square. So it's probably like some, like even pulling this one back a little bit more. Okay, we'll let down this other square. And we'll let it out. And we'll pull this back so it's not clipping. And we're going slower. Excellent. The wind changed again, didn't it? A little bit. I mean, they're all getting wind, so I think I'm just going to leave it. That one's flapping a little bit. It's where we could probably pull this one back, maybe, out of the way. Let the land or the stay sail get some wind. Or get some more wind. So the wind's coming from our perspective, right? That's kind of what's happening. Yeah. No, I feel like bringing this back probably makes more sense. Keep the square a little bit more forward-facing. Still allows the wind to catch the other two, the Lantine in the front. I don't know about the gaff. I mean, it's tall, so it does catch some wind. You could also raise it, but just the top part is catching wind. But I don't know if that's actually... Oh yeah, that's going to do something weird, isn't it? No, it just looks silly. Well, we're back up to 8. It's kind of the best we've ever seen. We've never gone above kind of 8.5, I don't think. Or, I mean, 9. Not on this trip or any trip, I don't think. Even with the other sails. I'm going to try one last thing. I'm just going to raise the gaffs and compare. I am starting to learn the winch locations, which is nice. Okay, if I store them, I'm going to keep that tight. Looks like they did something. Do hear some flapping. Well, that ain't right. I mean, hard to say, really. Or at least I'm not confident. I feel like they help a little bit. Just because they're catching more wind, but I don't know how efficiently they're catching the wind. If it's more efficient without them. Healing looks good, I think. Healing a little bit. We're kind of rocking. I think rocking is the best. But also the waves. We are on an ocean. I think rocking is what it does. And our heading is true. No. Yep, let's adjust. Might correct a little bit to the north. Something's flapping. It's you. I think the only thing I can do about that is tighten this down until it's no longer overhanging. Then it doesn't matter, even if this one goes slack. This one's taut enough. No. I'd have to do more. That might help a little bit, although now they're clipping. Yeah, it seems more steady. Now that the knot isn't over the hull versus outside. And both are tight enough to keep it in line. And if I want to try to change the clipping, I'd have to turn the square. But I don't think I can completely remove it. Okay, I'm up here earlier this time. Nope, I don't need any of those. Okay, North Star. This guy. This guy. Oh yeah, I did want that. I don't remember what the sky looked like. What star I was looking at. I vaguely remember that little cluster. Maybe it was that one. Could be that one. Inconclusive. Looks like we've gone a little bit north. Which isn't a problem. We're a little bit north. Which is interesting, because I've been course correcting our southern... Yeah, like we're going south again. So I assume that's due to the positions of our sails. I am going to get rid of this stay sail that's flapping about. This one. Yeah, the seas are just a bit more rough right now, too. So I should prepare it for maybe a slower sail during the night. Might get rid of the gaff as well. Yeah. I think I can see the flag. Is it that one? Seems like northeast. I think they're good. Question is, do we raise them up a little bit for the night? I think maybe. One and a half. Okay, well, I need to eat. Check our heading one last time. Looks good. Okay, looks like we might have veered off to the south. Yep. We're around like 30 now. 30 is down here. So I am going to make a course correction. Let's head east by northeast until we can get back on that heading. Ideally before it dawns, so we can double check it with the North Star. And if I just let these out, I feel like they should auto center themselves, right? And I can pull them back in till it moves. Since I can't see. What is happening? Oh, it's probably because I have it, like, they're not all the way down. Okay, let's do that. You're still out? What is going on? Okay, the wind is going like east, southeast. I mean, I guess you could be out. Oh, it's already almost dawn, though, isn't it? Yeah. Well, let's sleep, and then we'll just adjust our heading back towards east. Check it again tomorrow. Heard something moving. Ooh. Color of the ocean change? Alright, the wind check. It kind of flipped south. South by southeast. So I think actually we're gonna bring up the squares. We'll let down the gaff. Do it again, so it's untwisted. Okay, it seems to do it if I do it, like, rapidly. So there's a key to raise, there's a key to lower, but then if you use sprint, it kind of drops it very fast. When I do that with these, it seems to twist them up. Oh, wow, we're leaning. Big waves. We also want to let down the staysail. Tighten all these up. Oh wait, not you. You're for the staysail. Tighten the ones up for the square. I assume when the square is up, this like centers them, but maybe not. So I would normally end the episode here, but I figure since we're doing a big journey, we can have a long one. So I'll try to expedite things a little bit in bringing you back for every little thing. Okay, we are way off course though. I have time to correct before noon. About now. Couple minutes before. I believe that puts us somewhere here. Somewhere in the EM. Alright, I think we're good again. 31, by the looks of it, or thereabouts. Seas are looking calmer. Could adjust that a little bit. Winds are heading in a south by southwest. Slightly towards southwest. So I've tried to position the sails similar to how I would have a Lantine. They are mostly like close hauled. We are going upwind, but not a huge amount. So I could probably let them out a little bit more than I have them. We are down to 6. I'll try letting him out a little. Either that made it worse, or the wind changed a little bit. Our heading changed. That might have been me. I know I left the steering wheel, or the wheel a bit to the right there. Maybe it took a bit to center itself again. I tried adjusting the sails a little bit. Not making any difference. Might be even worse. Tried taking them in a little. Okay, course seems to be holding though. Seems to be a bit better. I'll leave it at that. 1%. I'll let that burn out. Let's go to sleep. Night number 6. A wind of southwest-southwest, so we're heading slightly upwind. Might have drifted a little south. Maybe not. Maybe. I see. The wind has shifted. I think it's westward. Yeah, it's pretty much in line. We are basically up or dead in the water, I think. Alright, so if the wind is heading kind of west by southwest, we're probably going to want to take a south or east by southeast heading if we want any wind at all. And then we'll have to correct later on. Don't want to get off the map too much, but see if I can even catch enough wind to turn. I should be able to with our lanterns, I think. Not our lanterns, our staysails. I want to push, don't I? I want to push with that one? If I push with this one, it'll send us north. I think. Let me try something. Let's loosen this. Tighten this. I want to push our back end. I don't know if that'll help us turn. Or if I've even done it right. No, the wind's still catching it. Yeah, I kind of want that. But I don't know if it would actually, like, turn. Well, I think it's working. Or at least we're turning. Well, north. That's not what I want. No, we're basically just still upwind. These are getting rough. Alright, I'd kind of like to just go any direction at this point. Well, I could probably use our square sail then. I just lower that. Crank the wheel to the left. Should push us backwards. The rudder that way should reverse. Yes. Slowly. Now, unfortunately, these other ones might just, like, counteract that a bit. But now, if I crank it the... Wait, center it. Raise it. Now crank it. Okay. Better. Let these out again. Oh, I remembered. Okay, we do a little bit of water. Let's get the gold off center. Let's flip it over to this side. Makes me wonder, are we just taking on rain? Maybe. Yes. Drop you. Woo! Scary. Alright, we have wind again, but that scares me. What direction are we heading? Southwest. It's like, wow, we're cruising. No, no. That's not the way we want to go. Water? If you could stay out of my boat. Oh, Lord. Terrifying, terrifying, terrifying. No, no. I don't want to sink. Oh, I think we're dead in the wind again, aren't we? Let's just make a little bit of soup, maybe. This one fish. Throw an orange in there. Okay, we've got rough seas. Lost the wind again. At least we're not tipping. Wind is due west. Yeah, I'd just like to go in. What's that? Is that the sail? These are pretty loose. Okay, looks like it's calming. Kinda, not really. Are we moving at all? Yes. Maybe. It was going so well. I never did check like what kind of weather this place has that we're going to. You know, it's just the easiest one to get to. Or seemingly so. Assuming you don't sink along the way. Alright, let's see if we can use the stay sails to push again. Loosen this side. Tighten this side. Thinking if it could push us backwards. Oh, we're turning. Yeah, I'll take a south by southeast heading. That's fine. Nope, I didn't want that. I mean, if the wind's going west, this seems fine. Make sure we're not flooding. Looks fine. Also got a storm ahead of us. Okay. We're gonna just head south. We'll find our way back. It's fine. I don't want to hit that storm. If it's heading westward, I feel like we're gonna run right into it. So I would rather just avoid it. The wind, I'm having a hard time seeing it. See that one? Looks like it's heading west by southwest. And we're heading southeast. What did I just do? West by southwest. Okay, that's not great. It'd be better if I went north. It does look like it's moving that way. Or at least relative to us. So we are going with the wind now, which I feel is good. And the position of our sails looks adequate. I could even lower them if I want to. Nope, wrong way. Maybe help us outrun it. As long as we don't tip again, start tipping too much. And if we really wanted to, we could also drop our squares. I don't feel like we're outrunning the storm anymore. That's like negative progress. Either that or we turn into the storm. I feel like the square is going to be dangerous, though. If only I knew what I was doing. This would help. Okay. Now we're doing east again. We're going to be heading direct into the wind, though. We got to be careful. So I got to make sure I can turn into the wind, and we keep heading north. Yes. Ideally. South by southwest. No, might have screwed us. I gotta get rid of the square. That's probably not helping. Thought I saw water. Nope. Yeah, but the storm does seem to be getting smaller and further away. We are not moving, though. But that's not terrible, I guess. Either we're moving backwards or it's moving eastward. Feels like it's going against the wind. I mean, I really want to head north. I mean, I am heading north. What's the wind doing? The wind's also heading north? Northeast. Coming from the northeast. Okay, I feel like I gotta crank that and get you to push again somehow. Something to catch something. Okay, I want to change my heading back to the south. Okay, I think that would be enough. Too much south. Too much south. Wind's going southwest. I would like to go southeast. I mean, even east at this point. Oh man, it's rocking though. Yeah, I think I just gotta raise these up. We don't want a lot of wind. We just want a little bit of wind. But I also don't want to lose the heading. Okay, we got a little bit of sail, not a lot of sail. Hopefully that helps. Might even raise the gaff here a little bit more. Emotional support lighting, please. Alright, I'd still like to go southeast though. Don't have time to catch any fish. Oh, looks kind of like it's calming down. Cargo's dry. Are we? Almost 9? Night's just beginning? Oh, we're still at 31. We haven't drifted too far. Or even maybe a little north. Oops. Having a hard time getting a good heading on the winds, so let's head up to the crow's nest. Yeah, still about west by southwest. Okay, west by southwest. Wind's kind of going this way. Coming from here-ish. Yeah. East by northeast-ish. Kind of northeast. So we're kind of perpendicular. I don't mind that. I could head a bit more eastward. But we haven't gone too much south, so it's not a huge concern. My only concern actually is, depending what the winds do in that region, if they are more likely to be south, or they're just more chaotic in general. But if they are more southward, then I would like to be north of the island, or arrive to the north, instead of arriving in the south and having a hard time getting to the north. So let's make sure I'm not doing something weird. South, yeah, no, let's not cut it any more close. I'll lose the wind, I think. Something like that. This is why we have coffee and elixirs, because I don't want to sleep yet. Southeast. Okay, wind is coming from kind of mostly east, but east by northeast. So 45 degrees, we are just barely. Because we don't have the lanterns, I'm going to take a more generous angle. Yeah, I'd rather that. Or I mean, even just southeast would be fine. I feel like that's more like what? Not 45 degrees, but 60 degrees maybe? Slightly less. In terms of positioning of these, I could probably tighten that. And our speed is around 4. Where are we now? I don't know. I assume we're somewhere here-ish. But you know, another day or two, I do believe we should be able to see something. I do believe we have to say goodbye. It was a long one. We're at an hour and 45. I was hoping we could spot the islands first before saying farewell. But we survived the storm, it looks like. The seas have calmed down. So that was good. Or good that we survived. We did take on a little bit of water. quite a bit of water, it looked like. We were tipping quite a bit. But otherwise, we seem okay. I will just man the helm. Make sure we don't lose the wind. Stay up all night if I have to. And we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.